Hey guys, it's Chris with Exponential Growth Educators. And in this short video with Brent Gove, we're going to talk about how it's changed his life, how it's changed his family's life, and how he's changed so many other lives after joining EXP. It's a less than 11-minute video, very short. And I'm telling you, you're going to be blown away by the life changes that this company has provided for Brent Gove and his family. Feel free to like us below and subscribe with us and follow us. And again, we thank you for your time and enjoy the video with Brent. How has it changed you and your family's lives compared to, say, 4.5 years ago? Coming up on 5 now, but 4.5 years ago.
Well, I can tell you this, all those years at RE/MAX and Keller Williams, and we do recognition at EXP, and RE/MAX and Keller Williams is recognition. They go, here's your trophy. You're number 3 in the region. You're number 1 in the office. Here's your trophy. Here's your plaque. And we do that too. We do that too at EXP. But they also have stock awards that are triggered by hitting certain sales metrics. And I'll give you an example. Everyone thinks, well, I got to go recruit people if I go to EXP. Not at all. I have friends that said, look, I don't want to recruit, but I like the model, 80-20 split, caps at 16 grand. I go to 100%. The most I'm outputting is 16 grand. I like you. Hey, fine, I get some of this stock. Every single one of my friends that I can think of that followed me to EXP that was selling 50 or 60 homes a year, which is a decent producer for sure. They all have $3 to $5 million worth of stock. They weren't recruiters. So they changed where they sold their homes, but it triggered stock awards. We have the trophies and plaques, right? Yeah. But the difference is I have friends who have sold stock and paid off their homes in California, not Ohio. And there's nothing wrong with Ohio or Detroit, but I'm talking homes that cost, $600,000, $800,000, $1 million, $2 million. I'll tell you a funny story. About 3 years ago, I bought a brand new home. Things are going really well. I had my real estate team, and then all of a sudden I'm making $100,000 a month 3 years ago in revenue share, not a year, a month. And so I bought a new house, brand new, spanking new house. It was cute. My friend bought one. He goes, you should buy the one next door. I walked in, went into the sales thing, and I bought it. And I bought a home next to my best buddy. So I need to put it in the backyard, right? It's just dirt, right? So they say pay cash for things. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to pay cash. It's California, so I'm going to build the backyard resort. I did this before COVID-19. Didn't know I'd need it, right? But we put in the palm trees and the waterfalls and the pool and the jacuzzi and the outdoor kitchen, the lawn with volleyball and the beautiful rocks and plants and trees and night lighting and water features. And it was stunning. And you could put it in Sunset Magazine. I mean, it was like, wow. And I paid cash for it. You know what I did? I sold a little bit of EXPI stock and sliced off about 200 grand, just paid cash for it. Because we're taught by David Ramsey and Susan Orman and financial planners, hey, pay cash for things. Your grandparents, pay cash for things, son, be responsible. So I thought, I'm not going to finance my backyard. I'm going to pay cash. Biggest mistake of my life. That 200,000 worth of stock has now appreciated 200,000 to 3 million. So let me tell you this. Chris, have you ever seen a $3 million pool? Or $3 million.
Maybe at the Olympics. I don't know.
I have a $3 million pool, baby.
Awesome.
And it looks like a $200,000 pool. The point is this.
Perfect.
So we have not sold a share of stock since. And every chance we get, we pick up another 50, 100 grand, 50, 100 grand. And we have 15 other investments under 15 uncorrelated assets. And we got some gold, we got some silver, we got some crypto, we got, different investments in different, startups in different, S&P, Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the Nikkei, and we're diversified. So we're not all into EXPI, but man, we receive these stocks. So that's a big difference. Like, why would Chris and Brent leave Keller Williams if we're so fun with it? Because after 8 years, we had nothing but what was in escrow. Well, sell your business. Go sell your business. See who will buy it. Your clients are in love with you. They sell to Bob, but we don't know Bob. We know Chris. And so it's not as easy to sell your business as you would think. Oh, I know a guy who did it. Yeah, 1 out of 50,000. And so here's the deal. That stock equity piece is amazing. Well, what about the little guy? My agents, I brought over 18 agents. A lot of them have 50, 100, 200,000 worth of stock. Well, that's not very much, 50 grand. what do you have after the last 4 years at your company? I would call it no grand. You have no grand, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's, and those agents were selling like 5 homes a year and they have $50,000 and they're more
Wow.
excited about their 50,000 than we are our millions because they know how little they did. Some of my agents have $250,000. Some have $500,000. 3 of my buyers agents, 3 have $1 million in stock. They could hit sell in their Charles Schwab account, sell and put $1 million cash in their bank account. They cry. They look at me and go, thank you for having the vision to do EXP. Because if we had stayed at our old brokerage, and I won't say the name, I'll just do the initials, KW. If we had stayed at our old brokerage, we would have nothing. I mean, a profit share. There's no stock awards. You could buy a little piece of a market center. Okay. Sure. I'm talking, it was given to us for doing things we were already doing, selling homes. And then you kick in the revenue share piece, which is, I mean, within, 13 months, it was $55,000 a month, not a year, a month. That'll change your life. You can budget on that. You can make your house payment, your car payment, your rentals. And then 4 months later, by my 17th month, it was over $100,000 a month. And I go, I did this while listing 30 homes. I was doing 60. I did cut my production in half to kind of focus on that. So I gave you a part-time effort for 17 months. I went, what would happen if I actually focused on this? That's now over $100,000 a month. If I gave it a full-time focus. So I did that after 17 months. I never listed another home, gave it all to my team, all to my listing specialists, all of my complete 7th level, as they call it. 8 months later, it was $200,000 a month.
Wow.
And then 3.5 years in, it was $350,000 a month.
That's like $4 million a year.
Oh yeah. And then this last year, it jumped within about 8 months, it jumped to $750,000 a month. They went up $400,000 a month in 7 months on top of the 350. And so now I've been anywhere from 750 to over 900,000 a month. In the last 30 days, my back office said I earned $1 million worth of rev share in the last 30 days. And that has never happened to me. That was the first time. But it's like, and the sky's, we're just getting warmed up. You might be thinking, am I too late? No, you're not. We have become relevant. You know what everyone said a year or two ago? They'll never make it. They'll never make it. Then we went on the NASDAQ, and now we're making massive profit. The stock shot up and took the company from 20 million to over 6 billion. And I believe we'll be 90 to 100,000, no problem, by the end of this year, by the end of 2021. And that'll take our stock. 64,000 made it worth 6 billion. What about when we have $250,000? And we're going to do that. We're going to have $250,000. That'll happen in the next 24 to 36 months. We're the largest real estate company in the world. Nobody has $250,000 agents, and we will. And that's 4 times the 64,000. So you could take our current valuation and you could do what you want with it. I'm not supposed to make a forward statement, and nor am I. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not selling you the stake. But I've watched that stock go from $2.90 a share to 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 to 80. Today, it's almost $90 a share. Now it's split. So if you look online, it's like $42 a share, whatever, which is like 84 a share. In fact, I'll do a real-time update right now. So the EXPI stock is right there. I keep it on my thing. It's $44.12, which is $88 a share, because we just went through a split.
Right.
We have double the amount of stock. So if you add it back in, it's 88. We didn't lose anything, but we have double the amount of shares. And it's going to grow up again to 100. Then it's going to split again back down to 50, and we'll double the amount of shares. It's a really good thing. And we started paying dividends. It's now a dividend paying stock, which means there's so much money to here. We're going to give back money to all of our shareholders. So every quarter, we're all getting paid from our stock without selling our stock. It's creating income. That's a dividend stock. It's pretty cool.
So that's definitely changed things around the Gove household, to say the least.
I keep a home in Northern California, and right there, that is the ocean. That is the Caribbean. I have a home out in the Caribbean now, and we're looking at moving up to Dorado Beach to the Ritz-Carlton property and getting a weekend beach house up there. But it's pretty cool. And the main thing, we can help people. Yeah. I have an Excel spreadsheet of causes we support. And someone called us a few weeks ago and, hey, there's 200 Afghan refugees coming in. They don't have anywhere to sleep. They sleep on the ground. And my wife's like, done. And they go, we need 200 beds. We need 200. My wife bought 200 beds just like that. We had the money to do it.
Yeah.
You know, FCA, Fellowship of Christianity, we need 1,000 Bibles. We got to give away 1,000 Bibles to high school kids who are thinking about suicide and the meaning of life. And then you know, I'm like, here, God loves you. You got a great life, a great plan for your life. And we're able to, boom, buy 1,000 Bibles. And right now we're rebuilding 5 families' homes here in Puerto Rico. We're going to do 100. That's our first goal, is to rebuild 100 families' homes. The Hurricane Maria hit right here. It hit literally in Palmas del Mar, right there. It came ashore like Katrina did in New Orleans. It hit, literally, this was ground zero. Yeah. And so there are families who still haven't recovered. So it's nice to have the finances to make a difference, instead of saying what my financial planner told us to say. When people ask you for the money, say this, say, our giving budget is full for the year. We've maxed out our charitable contributions. Check with me next year. And they actually coach you on what to say, because like, oh my gosh. And it's because it's awkward when people say, hey, can you donate $1,000, $5,000? And they're good causes. Yeah. Fighting human trafficking, good cause. Helping widows and orphans, good cause. Feeding people who are hungry and clothing people, good causes, fresh water. But when you don't have the money, because you're just like, I'm barely making it. So I've seen EXP be radically life-changing for so many people.
Yeah. Thanks for taking your time to check out this short video. If you would, and you like it, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and follow us. And there are many more to follow. And thank you again.